This is a 10-minute or so sequence for balance and body awareness. So we'll be standing the whole time. As with all balance exercises, it's best to do them barefoot on some kind of a textured surface. If you don't have a textured surface, that's fine, but if you do find that you're struggling to be aware of your feet and the information that's coming from your feet, then standing on some kind of a textured surface, like a woven blanket or some kind of a mat, like a bath mat or something like that, that texture will help turn on the bottom of your feet, and it will be easier to be aware of the information that's coming in from the bottom of your feet. So if you want to go ahead and get something like that, just push pause and do that now. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a body scan, working our way from the bottoms of our feet to the top of our head. You can keep your eyes open for this and take a second and just get comfortable in your body. So stretch whatever you want to stretch, wiggle whatever you want to wiggle. Just kind of wake your body up. And then stand in a comfortable stance with your feet about shoulder width apart, underneath your hips, facing forward. And we're going to start by placing our awareness in the bottom of our feet. So feel where the skin on the bottom of your feet is in contact with the ground. Feel the texture of the ground underneath your feet. Feel where the bottom of your feet is not in contact with the ground, where there's just air underneath the arch of your foot, underneath some of the areas underneath your toes. There's probably just air. From there, place your awareness on the tops of your feet, feeling how the tops of your feet are exposed to the air. You can feel the temperature of the air. Moving your awareness up and into your ankle, the fronts of your ankles, the backs of your ankles, the insides, the outsides. And as we move up the body, with every new part of the body that we add, we're going to try to also keep the previous parts in our awareness. So now we have the bottoms of our feet, the tops of our feet, and all around, front, back, inside, and outside of our ankle. So keep those parts of your body in your awareness as you move your mind up your leg, the back of your legs, your calves, your shins or the front of your legs, the inside and the outside of your legs. Moving your mind up into your knees, the backs of your knees, the fronts, inside and outside. So we're just adding on, feeling more and more parts of our body, moving up into the thighs, backs, fronts of the thighs, inside and outside. Moving your mind upwards into your hip joint, feeling where your legs join your pelvis, the backs of your pelvis, the front, the inside and the outside. So now we have all of the legs from the feet all the way up into the hips. Moving our mind up now into the belly, So the front of the belly, the back of that same section, so the low back, the sides of your body along this lower part of your abdomen. And also feeling inside. If you've eaten today, if you've had anything to drink, your stomach, your organs, just imagining that you could feel your liver, small intestine, large intestine, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas, appendix. We don't need to know exactly where these things are, but just knowing that they're a part of us and imagining that we can spread our mind throughout all of these different parts of ourselves. Moving your awareness further up your torso, into your rib cage, your diaphragm, your lungs, the middle of your back, your heart, adding on and moving your awareness up into your chest, feeling your sternum, your upper back, shoulder blades, continuing to move your awareness up and into your shoulders, the front of your shoulders, backs of your shoulders, sides of your shoulders, all around your shoulder blades, and going down your arms, traveling down through the bicep, the tricep, the forearms, into the palms and the backs of the hands, the thumbs and all of the fingers. And finally now finishing by moving your awareness up and through your neck, up through the throat, feeling your skull resting at the very top of you, feeling your tongue and your teeth, your nose, your cheekbones, your ears, your eyes resting in your skull, the back of your head, your forehead, and the crown of your head. And now feeling all of you at once. Feeling how all of your body is alive and is all part of the physical you. Every single part of this body is part of you, and allowing all of the sensations to come in at once, to just feel all of it. The air on your skin, where your weight is situated over your feet, the breath moving in and out of your lungs, your heart beating in your chest, your blood pumping in your veins, any sounds that are coming into your ears, and any sights that are coming into your eyes. And all of this is you. And we can greet all of the sensations of our physical body, all of the sensations of being alive, with just a gentle smile. It may not all be pleasant, it may not all be what we would prefer or what we would choose, but nonetheless we can choose to greet all of it with a little smile. There's going to be some noise here for a second, so I'll pause while people are passing through. As you continue to just place your mind and your body. I'm just gonna, oh, there we go. Great. Okay. So that was our body scan. Hopefully now you're feeling all of your physical body. And the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to start the same way we started our last balance sequence. We're going to start with a little weight shift. So just shifting your weight with your eyes open now to the right foot, shifting your weight to the left foot, shifting your weight over to the right, shifting your weight over to the left. Just going back and forth in your own time. And now we're going to do the other version, where we shift our weight to the front and to the back. So leaning forward and leaning back, feeling how the weight is in your heels when you lean back, and the weight goes into the balls of the feet or the toes as you lean forward, back into the heels, and forward into the toes. And now we're going to take a staggered stance. So we're going to leave our left foot in front. We're going to step our right foot behind and to the side. So you can see that my left foot is pointing forward. My right foot is at about 45 degrees. It's not pointing forward, and it's also not at 90. It's not perpendicular to my front foot. It's about halfway in between, at about 45 degrees. So now we have this kind of a stance. From here, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to shift our weight over our front foot, and then we're going to push our weight into our back foot. And you can see that as I do that, I'm bending the knee where the weight is. So if my weight is over my front leg, my front knee is bent. If my weight is over my back leg, my back knee is bent. And we're just going to go back and forth. So I push with my right foot, and that sends my weight into my left. I push with my left foot, and that sends my weight into my right. Push to switch. Push to switch. Push. Push. Just playing around and getting used to this feeling of transferring the weight from foot to foot. Step your right foot forward. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So leave the right foot forward, step the left foot back. Once again, the left foot is not parallel with the front foot, but it's also not perpendicular. It's at about halfway in between, at about 45 degrees. From here, we can shift our weight over the front foot, and then we push to shift our weight over the back leg. Push the weight to the front, push the weight to the back. So we're transferring the weight from side to side, or from front to back. Pushing to the front, pushing to the back. Pushing to the front, pushing to the back. So getting used to this feeling of most of the weight is on one leg, most of the weight is on the other leg, and getting used to all of the things that need to happen for that to happen. My knee has to change, my hips have to change, and I have to bring my body with me, right? If my weight is over my back leg, that means that my spine, my head, my rib cage, my shoulders, all of those things are also over my back leg. If my weight is over my front leg, my hips, my spine, my shoulders, my head are mostly over my front leg. Step back to the center. And let's just do that one more time on each side. So we step the right foot back. From there, shifting the weight forward, shifting the weight back. Forward and back. And feeling how all of your structure is coming with you over your feet. Just keep playing with that for a second while I move a cat. Go. And just playing on the other side. So we step our left foot back. And now we can feel how most of me is over this front foot, most of me is over this back foot. So we have this side to side shifting happening. Now before we move into the eyes closed balancing section, we're just going to look around with eyes open. So just, it might seem kind of weird because you obviously know where you are, you're probably at home, but we're just going to look at all of our surroundings as if we're seeing them for the first time. Trying to notice everything that's around us in space, everything that's behind us, on either side, everything above our head, everything under our feet, to the right of us, to the left of us. And just really seeing your surroundings in detail. And from there, we're going to go ahead and close the eyes and shift the weight to the left foot and to the right foot, and to the left foot and to the right foot. Now at any time, you can open your eyes if you need to. And if you're feeling comfortable, you can try to shift your weight a little bit faster. Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot. Left, right. And go ahead and open the eyes. Now we're going to step the right foot behind us. Same way we had before in the staggered stance, 45-degree angle with the back foot. From here, check out your surroundings, make sure you're not going to bump into anything. And now go ahead and close your eyes and shift your weight to the front foot and the back foot, and the front foot and the back foot. As you continue to shift your weight front and back in your own timing, place your mind not only in your feet, not only in the bottoms of your feet, but also just through the rest of your structure, and feel how all of these different joints are coordinating to make this movement happen. Feel what's happening in your ankle joint, in your knee joint, in your hips, and through your spine and your upper body as you shift. And open the eyes. Step forward again. And take that left foot back. Left foot at a 45-degree angle. Check out your surroundings. Go ahead and close the eyes and shift front and back on your own timing. And just noticing, being curious about what has to happen in your ankle in order for you to shift your weight. What has to happen through your knee, through your hips, through the bottom of your feet. As you shift your weight to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, just feeling all of these little details of what's happening in your body. And opening the eyes and stepping forward again. From here, with the eyes open, shift the weight to the left foot and just pick up the right foot briefly and setting it back down. Shift the weight to the right foot and just pick up the left foot briefly, setting it back down. Now shift the weight to the left foot, pick up the right foot, and just lightly touch it to the floor in front of you. Pick it up again and set it back down. You can move nice and slow, shifting the weight onto the right foot. Pick the left foot up, just touch the floor in front of you, pick it up again, and set it back down next to you. Shift the weight onto the left foot, pick up the right foot, just touch to the side of your body, and pick it up, and set it down. Now shift your weight onto the right foot, pick the left foot up, and just touch the toe to the side of you, pick it up again, and set it down. And shift the weight onto the left foot, pick the right foot up, just touch the ground behind you with your big toe, pick it up again, and set it down. And same thing with the left foot. Pick that left foot up. Just touch the ground behind you. Pick it up again and set it down. And this last one is going to be a little tricky. Pick up your right foot and now cross it over your left leg and just touch the ground to the outside of your left leg. Pick it up again and set it down. And now we do the same thing. So we pick up the left foot, we cross it over, we just touch the ground on the outside of the right foot. Pick it up again and set it down. Woo! All right. So now, you know the 4 positions, right? You can touch the ground in front of you. You can touch the ground to the side of you. You can touch the ground behind you. And you can touch the ground across on the outside of the opposite leg. And the same thing with that left foot. You can stand on your right foot and touch the left foot to the front, the side, to the back, and to the outside of the opposite leg. So from here, we're just going to play a little game. Stand on your left foot. So pick your right foot up off the ground, and now just touch 2 points. So I'm going to touch the front and the outside of my other foot, and then I step back. You can touch any 2 points you want. This is why it's a game. So now we stand on our right foot. Pick the left foot up off the ground and touch 2 points. So I'm going to go back and front, and then I step back down. You get the idea. So every time that you balance on one leg, just pick 2 points to touch with your opposite foot. So here I'm going to stand on my left leg, pick up that right foot, and now I'm going to touch side and back. Now stand on your right leg, pick up that left foot, and here I'm going to touch across, outside. Let's do one more. Stand on my left foot, pick up my right leg, and I'm going to touch front and back. And last one, stand on my right foot, and I'm going to touch side and front. So this is a little balance game for you. Pretty simple. And now, to finish this coordination, balance, and body awareness session, stand with your feet together so the insides of your feet are touching. So now you have a smaller base of support, right? Before, when your feet are apart, you have a wider base of support, so it's easier to balance. Now we've made a more narrow base of support, so it's a little harder to balance. And from here, with your feet fully together, close your eyes. And I just want you to feel without trying to move. So you're not trying to make any movement happen. Your intention is to stand with the weight in the center of your body, centered in between your feet. I want you to notice all of the tiny movements that are happening in your feet. As you stand still on top of your 2 feet, it's not a perfect stillness. There are constantly a bunch of tiny little adjustments. It's a dynamic stillness. You're finding your balance. Your body is finding its balance without you trying to do it by constantly making a bunch of little corrections. And your body just does this on its own. And the more that you practice your balance, the smarter your body gets. And the better it's able to make these small little adjustments all the time. And the very, very last thing for today, with your eyes closed and your feet together and your mind in your feet, feeling all of these little adjustments, keeping your eyes closed, slowly turn your head to the left. Keeping your eyes closed and your mind in your feet. And now very slowly moving your head back to the front. And very slowly turning your head to the right, keeping your eyes closed. If at any point you need to open your eyes, just go ahead and do that, that's no problem. And slowly turning your head back to the front. Once again, at any point during this exercise, you can open your eyes and regain your balance. Now we're going to keep the eyes closed, keeping the feet together and the mind in the feet. Slowly tilt your head up as if you were looking at the ceiling, keeping the eyes closed. And slowly come back to the center, looking front. And slowly tilt the head down as if you were looking at the floor. The eyes are closed. Your mind is in your feet, feeling all these tiny adjustments. And slowly bringing the head back up to look forward. Opening the eyes. Stepping the feet apart. Give yourself a little shake. Just go give your body a nice little pat. Patting the fronts of the legs, the backs of the legs, the hips, patting the belly, nice and gentle, the ribs and the chest, sides, patting the back, using your right hand to pat your left shoulder, your left arm, inside and outside, using your left hand to pat your right shoulder, your right arm, inside and outside. Feeling your ribs. Your ribs expand as you breathe in. They collapse as you breathe out. Heart still beating in your chest. Your body is still very much alive, and you still get to greet all of these sensations of being alive with a smile. Have a great day. Thanks for training.